There's very few times on this channel where we take a look at potential leaks and rumors, but I tell you guys that this is just the real thing and it's actually going to happen, and today is one of those days. What we're about to look at today are going to be upcoming announcements inside of the next Nintendo Direct, which at this point you should pretty much just expect to happen, because for one, we've been getting a September Nintendo Direct for like the last 6 years, so it's pretty much all but confirmed that we're going to get one this year as well. It's apparently going to be in just a couple days. It's going to be like this upcoming week that is coming up, so I definitely do see it happening, but we also have an insane leaker who has given us some of the upcoming announcements for what to expect inside of it. And the thing with this leaker is that this isn't some person who's like a journalist or someone on a forum, but somebody who's actually just been around and straight up been giving leaks, not even just in terms of Nintendo stuff, but stuff like with FIFA and Pokemon and Sonic, and every single thing that they've said has still been completely correct. So like I said, there's very few times that I tell you guys that this is actually just real leaks, but I'm willing to actually put in faith into this person here. Like, I don't see this person being wrong for the first time through something that they're saying here, which is going to happen in the September Nintendo Direct. So for this time, I'm not going to tell you guys to take this with a grain of salt. I'm going to tell you to take this as a spoiler. So if you genuinely don't want to know what the next Nintendo Direct is going to have, please click off this video, because I bet you that this is absolutely going to be shown within the next couple days. And you can even come back to this video and quote me on it, because you're going to be like, oh my god, Aero, these announcements were actually real. Alright, so if you're still around, I'm sure you're wondering, who is the person who is actually leaking this information? Well, this is coming from somebody on Twitter known by Aero, and like I said, this person has been leaking stuff for months, and it's been completely correct. The really popular leak that they got known for was the leak that happened for the Nintendo Direct that happened back in June in the summer, where he basically put up this tweet here saying, in case you are wondering what games will be announced in this week's upcoming Nintendo Direct, he said it's going to be a brand new 2D Mario game and a remake of an SNES classic, which of course we got a remake of the SNES game Super Mario RPG, and then also a brand new 2D Super Mario Bros. Game, and he even put the word wonder here in special letters to tease at the title Wonder, so yeah, he definitely has real information. Alright, so here is the first tweet where all of this started, where Aero basically just said here, get ready, mute this account if you don't want to get spoiled, the first one will drop in about 30 minutes, and this was the one that really kind of broke the internet, because this was the first ever leak. He said here, let's just say fans of a certain MATLAB function will be happy with the upcoming Direct. And at first, well, I don't really know too much about MATLAB. I remember back in college, some of my friends who were trying to become engineers used this in terms of their assignments, but I never really used it, so I don't know that much. So I kind of dug around a little bit, looked in the comments here to see what people are saying, and everybody's saying F0. And I was like, well, why are they saying F0? Well, turns out there is literally a function inside of MATLAB called F0, which I guess takes the root of a nonlinear function. So yeah, that would make sense as to why he's saying that it's going to be some MATLAB function. But yeah, at first, of course, when everybody heard this, people were going insane, because F0? Like, no way, would F0 really be coming back after all of these decades? People have been asking for F0 for so long, and at first people thought it was probably just going to be like Nintendo Switch Online related, because that's what this person said right here. If there's any news regarding F0, it's just going to be this, ported to the Game Boy. And Aero even said, no, like, no, this is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about something else. So at first this was really exciting, because there's already been rumors of a F-Zero GX like remaster slash remake in the works. Like, there was going to be like the remake of like the GBA game coming to the Nintendo Switch. So the fact that this is now being announced, it makes sense that it would probably be that. But we're going to take a look here and see that it's actually a little bit disappointing in terms of what it actually might turn out to be. Now, the next thing that he tweeted that pretty much broke everyone was this image right here of Donkey Kong, and you can see right here it is Donkey Kong from the Super Mario Bros. Movie. So of course, when this is just tweeted with like nothing else added to it, everybody got insanely excited, like, oh my gosh, this is going to be a new Donkey Kong game. Finally, it's time. We've been asking for a new Donkey Kong game. There's been one rumored since like 2020 that the Super Mario Odyssey team has been working on like an amazing new Donkey Kong game. It's finally time. Here we go. We're gonna see it. And it actually seems like the information about this thing is a little bit more disappointing too. So we're going to get to the follow-up information about all of this, because at first, when you just go into like Nintendo Direct leaks and rumors and you're seeing this guy, the most credible leaker, talking about F-Zero and Donkey Kong, it makes you super excited. But unfortunately, it's time to tone the notches down a little bit for your hype, because they're not as exciting as you might think. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because he also put this tweet here saying, reminder, Pac-Man 99 will be discontinued in 1 month. And this isn't like a leak or anything. This has been known officially from Nintendo for a while that Pac-Man 99 is going to be discontinued in October next month. So why exactly is he tweeting about this? Does this have something to do with like another announcement that's going to be in the Nintendo Direct? And it really kind of gets a little fishy when you start to see what types of answers and like the replies he's beginning to like, where if we take a look at Pyro's account and we scroll down in his likes right here, when he was talking about this brand new 99 game, people were saying in the comments here, F-Zero 99? Because we're getting F-Zero 99, and well, he's liked these comments. So does this mean that we're actually getting like an F-Zero 99 game? And this other comment that somebody put was also, does Nintendo have any other plans for a new 99 game? So now it seems like, well, maybe Pac-Man 99 is dying because we're getting F-Zero 99, which then also puts you back to that first comment about the MATLAB function in F-Zero, which, well, it seems like the F-Zero content that everybody was super excited for isn't going to be F-Zero coming to Nintendo Switch Online. Or actually, I think it is, but that's not the point. It's not going to be like a brand new F-Zero Switch game that people really wanted, or even just a remake of an older F-Zero game, or like a remaster of F-Zero GX or anything, but rather it's just going to be F-Zero 99, which I'm sure will still be fun, but you know, I'm sure people were really hoping for just like a brand new F-Zero game or a remake after so long for asking with something about F-Zero. It's honestly really crazy because if you didn't know, just a few weeks ago when Nintendo had their investors meeting, there was literally a person who spent $40,000 in Nintendo stock money just to show up at this meeting and ask them about F-Zero, and was asking like, you know, where is F-Zero? What have you guys been doing with this? I can't imagine this person's reaction to see that Nintendo finally did something with F-Zero after 20 years, all for it to become like this F-Zero 99 game. But hey, it seems like that is what the F-Zero content is going to be. Maybe there will be more, maybe it will actually be a remake or a remaster or something, but I don't know. I don't really have any reason to doubt this person, so I guess expect F-Zero 99 to most likely happen. And now the Donkey Kong leaks get a little bit disappointing here as well, as we got a follow up here from Pyro where he basically said, you see who he is, but never who he is fighting. And if we take a look right here, this scene about him fighting is actually from the Mario movie where Donkey Kong is fighting against Mario. We can see right here. And when you click all the puzzle pieces together now, what this means is that this isn't a brand new Donkey Kong game like Donkey Kong Country or Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze or anything like that. No, this is actually just going to be a brand new Mario vs. Donkey Kong game, which is not really like actually what a Donkey Kong game was supposed to be that people wanted. Like a lot of people, I don't think that people hate the Mario vs. Donkey Kong games. I've actually never played them, but I'll have like gameplay of like the DS one on screen for you guys. And I mean, it looks pretty cool, but it's not like anything that I'm personally super into. And it seems like this is what's going to be the new Donkey Kong content in terms of this Nintendo Direct. So of course this is going to be, shattering a lot of people's dreams as well for a whole new Donkey Kong game. Yeah, it seems like we're not going to be getting that on this Switch as well. But I guess the bright side for this type of stuff is, well, I guess I don't know about F-Zero. I do hope that it happens one day in terms of like an actual new game or a remake or something. But at the end of the day, I guess if this type of stuff is happening on this Switch now, you should be happy that with the next Nintendo system coming, you're gonna have a better chance for like a better Donkey Kong game that's actually going to take advantage of like the new power, and it's going to be even looking better with maybe like 4K upscaling and stuff on the next system. So if anything, you should be happy that you have the potential for an even better Donkey Kong game coming on the next system. Now we also have this post here that was made in Japanese, where if you click on this right here and translate, it says, it's finally Princess Peach showtime. So yeah, this is going to be about that Princess Peach game, and we're going to be getting new information about that. So this was the game that was shown to us in the last Nintendo Direct back in June, and apparently Princess Peach is going to be getting her own game, and it looks pretty interesting, but we don't have that much information about it, and we still just have like a code name. Basically, or like an in development name that it's going to be some type of Princess Peach game. We don't have like a release time frame or anything either, just that it's going to be coming out next year. So maybe this time we're finally going to get like an update about that, seeing what the game is actually going to be, like what some of the gameplay is like, and then also getting the official name and maybe when it's going to come out too. And then finally, the last thing that they said right here was remakes of a DS game and a Wii game. So somebody asked in the comments, are the DS and Wii games related? And he said here, yes. So this is still really open and up in the air for like what this could mean. Like, could this mean like a game that came out on the DS, but then also had parts of it that were connected with a Wii version? Does this just mean like a game that also came out on the DS, but also came out on the Wii? I have no idea. So this one is really up in the air. The one that I've seen a lot of people really talking about with this seems to be Rhythm Heaven, because of course we had Rhythm Heaven on the Wii and we also had Rhythm Heaven on the DS, and it would be amazing to see this make a comeback now on the Switch, but of course that's not confirmed or we don't know anything about it, so I don't know, this could be really up in the air. I'm sure it'll make sense after the Direct is over. We'll come back and be like, oh, this DS game and this Wii game, but yeah, this is the one thing that still we don't have too much like concrete information. Somebody asked here, is this like DK related? And he said here, no, so yeah, we don't know what exactly this is referring to, just something that it's about remakes with a DS game and a Wii game. And that is pretty much all the leaks that we have right here from the most credible leaker when it comes to Nintendo leaks and just anything that we have at the moment. So yeah, this is all the stuff that Aero has been willing to share. I don't know if he's going to have any more information in the coming days, because most likely this Nintendo Direct is going to happen on like Wednesday or Thursday, most likely Thursday. So I don't know if he's going to plan on leaking more stuff like as we get even closer to it, but that is pretty much all the information that we have. It is a little bit disappointing that at first you would see like Donkey Kong and F-Zero, and if you take a look at it and expect like the best possible outcome from here, like a new Donkey Kong game or a potential new F-Zero or like a remake, that would have made this Direct like an 11 out of 10. But now hearing that it's going to be an F-Zero 99 and then also a Mario vs. Donkey Kong game and not like an actual new Donkey Kong game, it does definitely take down the hype notches a couple levels down to like maybe like a 6 or a 7 out of 10. But either way, it should still be pretty interesting. Maybe there's still stuff in here that Aero hasn't leaked, and there's still going to be some actual surprises for other things that are going to be announced. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy the video, definitely be sure to click that like button and also subscribe to the channel, as well as I'm going to be talking more about Nintendo stuff as the information comes out. So definitely be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Comment down below and let me know what you guys think about all these leaks. How do you guys feel about this stuff that's going to happen inside of the next Nintendo Direct? Are you excited for it? Are you a little bit disappointed? Definitely be sure to let me know how you feel. Go follow me on Twitter at @Aero so you can be featured in videos, and also join my Discord server as well. We've got a bunch of people in there who are always talking about Pokemon and Smash Bros. And Nintendo, so definitely be sure to join that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.